And people will fall into it or cars will go into it.
It can happen without warning. The ground suddenly caving in, and it occurs a lot more than you think right here in western New York. Imagine a giant sinkhole suddenly opening up right beneath your feet.
And we normally see sinkholes from elsewhere on the news, but tonight we're taking an eye-opening look at the ground here in our neck of the woods. News 4's Nalina Shapiro is live from Edson Street in Buffalo with tonight's special assignment. Nalina?
Good evening, Jackie and Don. A concerned citizen saw a preview for this special report yesterday on News 4. That's why I'm standing here on Edson Street tonight. The person is concerned that because there are some dips in the pavement, he's concerned it might give in and cave in. A sinkhole could happen. It is a real problem here in western New York and across the country.
When sinkholes happen, the earth can literally swallow people or property up. The results can be deadly. The images, look, they're shocking. In Florida, a man was swallowed up and killed by a massive sinkhole while he was sleeping. Western New York has also had its fair share of scares.
And all of a sudden, I just dropped right into the ground.
The ground gave way underneath that Batavia man's feet recently while he was fixing his fence.
I go down about 4 feet, and the fence ends up falling up on me.
In 2010, this happened to a Cheektowaga family. A sinkhole swallowed the water right out of the pool while the kids were swimming.
They were yelling, you know, get out of the pool, get out of the pool.
Last year, a huge sinkhole cost Albion $1.3 million to repair. And in North Buffalo on Hurdle Avenue, a car fell through the pavement. So why does this happen? UB geology professor Dr. Marcus Bursick says there's 2 types of sinkholes. One type is more common and usually caused by aging infrastructure like old pipes that burst underground, which causes the surface to collapse. That's what happened recently in Batavia. It could be called a fake sinkhole. On the other hand,
Real sinkhole is a thing that you get in limestone terrains where there's limestone near the Earth's surface.
take a look. What happens is the limestone can easily dissolve in water, which creates a hole underground. When the surface doesn't have support, it will eventually cave in.
Professor Bursick says a sinkhole could happen in this area in Williamsville on Main Street right off the 290.
Because we do have a lot of limestone terrain in this area, and we do have a pretty good precipitation rate. So there are indicators sometimes. Not always, but sometimes.
It's not easy to tell if a sinkhole could happen in your backyard. Officials say look for depression in your yard, shifts in your home, and cracks on the pavement surface. You can also get an expert to perform different tests on your property, but those can be costly.
People will fall into it or cars will go into it.
But don't panic. Professor Bursick said while our area could see a real sinkhole, more fake ones are likely because as our infrastructure gets older, there could be more hidden problems brewing below the surface.
So back live here on Edson Street in South Buffalo. Now this gentleman in his red truck is going to drive over the road. Go ahead, sir. And this is what I'm talking about. When you drive over this portion of the road, see how the truck kind of bounces because the road dips in. The expert I spoke with said that could be a warning sign for a sinkhole. The city assures me this street is safe, but they say there are a lot of old pipes underneath the ground. If you have any concerns, the city says to call 311 and they'll come and check it out. Reporting live in South Buffalo, Nalina Shapiro, News 4.